Hi, and welcome to another episode of Reclaim Your Professional Identity. I'm your host, Nathan Pearce, and this is brought to you by Risk Free Side Hustle, which you can find at rfsh.co. Now, today, let's dive into a topic that's both exhilarating and a bit daunting. The topic is growth. Not just any growth, but the kind that pushes you beyond your comfort zone and transforms your life. You know, we often tell ourselves that we're growing by taking small, manageable steps. But are we really changing ourselves? Or are we just sticking to what's comfortable? Real growth rarely feels good in the moment. It's uncomfortable, sometimes even terrifying. It pushes you to the edge of what you believe you're capable of and forces you to go beyond it. Think about a time when you felt completely out of your depth, heart pounding, questioning every decision that got you there. Those are the moments when true growth happens. Let me share a personal story. Early in my career, I volunteered to give a talk at a customer event for my employer. It was my first time standing in front of a crowd as a professional representative, and I didn't sleep for 2 days leading up to that. I was convinced I'd make a fool of myself, but I forced myself to show up. That moment changed my life. It opened doors I didn't even know existed and eventually led me to become a spokesperson for a multi-billion-dollar company. None of that would have happened if I hadn't decided to confront the discomfort of public speaking. Later, I applied that same approach to adrenaline sports, like off-piste skiing, kite surfing, and motorcycle racing. There's something primal about strapping yourself into situations that could go terribly wrong if you hesitate. These pursuits taught me that fear isn't something to avoid. It's a signal that you're on the edge of real growth. Now, I'm not suggesting you need to take up extreme sports to grow. Growth isn't about adrenaline. It's about courage. It's about facing whatever makes your heart race and deciding you won't let fear dictate your choices. For some, that might mean taking a class in something you've never tried before. For others, it could mean speaking up in a meeting or starting a project that scares you. The specifics don't matter. What matters is how you approach the challenge. Growth is about running toward the discomfort, not away from it. And here's the truth. Fear never really goes away. It's still with me every step of the way. But fear doesn't get to run my life. Every time it shows up, I make it clear that I'm no pushover. I'm going to put up a fight every time. That's what continuous growth looks like. Not the absence of fear, but the decision to challenge it anyway. In fact, this week I'm facing one of the most intimidating challenges yet. I, a talentless, middle-aged man with nothing but a few bad dance moves I save for weddings, am performing in my first ballet. Tonight is the opening night of Santa Rosa Dance Studios' The Nutcracker, where I'm playing the Mouse King. This is terrifying for me. I grew up in a blue-collar, low-education Australian family, the kind that would mock me endlessly for trying this kind of thing. It taps directly into my childhood insecurities, but that's exactly why I'm doing it. Standing on that stage in ballet slippers, embodying something so far out of my comfort zone, is a reminder that growth doesn't stop. So what about you? How are you going to challenge your relationship with fear? How are you going to chase growth? Not casually, not cautiously, but with boldness and conviction. You don't have to perform in a ballet or race motorcycles, but you do have to do something. Something that scares you. Something that makes you question why you're doing it. Because that's where growth happens. This question isn't whether you're ready. This question is, are you willing? Until next time, keep pushing those boundaries and embrace the discomfort. That's where the magic happens.